Hi friends, you're watching movie reviews with Raghuram. This is the review of Rorschach, a Malayalam movie. Rorschach or Rorschach, anything you can call it as. Rorschach is a neo-noir psychological crime action thriller. It is a story of Luke Antony, the character portrayed by none other than Mammootty sir. Luke Antony is a multi-layered character and Mammootty has given a fantastic performance going into the skin of the character, and in every layer and in every shade of his character as Luke Antony, Mammootty sir has excelled. Even at this particular age, he is graceful and his acting is effortless. These people are institutions of acting. But having said that friends, to be very frank, Mammootty is looking aged. He has been presented as an aged character, no doubt about that. But the avatar of Luke Antony, in which Mammootty appears on the screen, really looks aged. The close angle camera shots which captures his face shows lots of aged frills on his face. Of course he is aged, no doubt about that. But in certain frames he looks lethargic. But in most frames, Mammootty is Mammootty. If you are a hardcore Mammootty fan, you need to watch this movie. Coming to the non-spoiler review, a brief synopsis of what the movie is without giving much spoilers. As I said, this is the story of Luke Antony, who has come to the police station to register a case that his wife has gone missing. She was with him in the car. They were driving and the car met with an accident. But when he woke up, his wife is not there. Now the police conducts a search party along with the help of the villagers. They try to find the woman, Luke Antony's wife. But finally, when they are not able to find her, they declare that possibly she is dead, possibly killed by some wild animal, maybe a tiger. But Luke Antony doesn't believe that. He believes that his wife is there somewhere missing and she is going to come back to him. Okay, I'll wait here, he tells. He is an NRI. Actually, he has come with his pregnant wife to that small place in Kerala where he was driving into. Many months pass, his wife doesn't come. Now the police has given up. They ask him to leave the village, leave off the case. But it's not a case for him, it's an emotion. It is his wife. He wants her back into his life. Finally, he happens to buy a big mansion there, which is an isolated house located in the deep forest from a particular person. He throws big money to that particular person. But eventually what happens is the person who has sold that house to Luke Antony is found dead. And following that, the story takes a different turn. So what happens next? Who is Luke Antony? Why is his character suspicious? Many people believe that he has come to that particular village with an intention. He is lying, he is faking, his wife is not missing. But his version is that he is waiting for his wife, whom he has lost. So who is Luke Antony? Who was that person who was killed? Who killed that particular person? What is the backstory of Luke Antony? That is really interesting in the movie. That comes in the second half. Until then, you need to have patience. The second half is better than the first half. It is pacier. The first half is damn slow. But you need to have patience if you want things to unfold in the second half. You will get the answers for all your questions when you watch the movie Rorschach. Coming to the pluses of the movie, already as I said at the beginning of my review, Mammootty sir's performance. If you are a fan of Mammootty sir, this movie is made for you. Apart from Mammootty sir, the other actors and actresses have also given decent performances in whatever roles they get. They have done justice to their character. Grace Anthony and Bindu Panikar are the best mentions after Mammootty. The second best point of the movie is the thrill component, which keeps you intrigued, hooked and booked and invested in the movie. So as Mammootty's characters unfolds, different layers unfolds, you want to know whether this person is a good person or a bad person. Does he have something evil in him? Does he have some intention? Is he a culprit or is he a victim? So there are many questions for which you want an answer, you want a closure. That only reveals in the second half. But in the middle part of the movie, there is a big reveal. After that, the movie becomes predictable, totally predictable. And you are just waiting for certain answers and for a closure. Where exactly this movie ends? How does it end? So the thrill, a little bit of suspense, not a great suspense, a little bit of suspense, twists and turns, not great again, small twists and turns. So these are the interesting components of the movie. But after that reveal, the movie is predictable. But still, you are somewhat engaged in the movie because you want a closure, you want some answers. Number 3. The most important aspect of the movie is the inclusion of horror element. You would not expected the horror element to creep in into this particular movie. The blend of horror with thrill and that little bit of suspense and twists and turns is very interesting. Why did the horror component come into this movie? Wait and watch for it in the second half. Number 4, Midun Mukundan's background score is simply fabulous, man. Simply fabulous. I enjoyed the background music more than the story narration and the screenplay. There is a typical Western touch to the background score, haunting and very good. The English songs, the Western songs which play in the backdrop as a part of the background music is simply fabulous. Throughout the entire length of the movie, you will enjoy the background score. And then the next point is the cinematography. Brilliantly shot movie. And coming to the negativities of the movie, the length of the movie, I think the length should have been lesser and the movie should have been smarter in terms of editing. Number 2, the pace of the movie is damn slow. It is a slow burner. It plays on your nerves. It needs a plenty of patience to watch this particular movie. The curiosity factor is there, the engagement factor is missing from the movie. Again, as I said, you are waiting for answers, you are waiting for closure, you want the movie to finish in some way, especially when that big reveal has been made, once after that. But you are not engaged, you are not into the movie. So in this way, the movie Rorschach proves to be a decent or okay type of thriller, a one-time watch thriller. The screenplay should have been tighter, smarter and more engaging is what I felt at the end. Nizam Bashir is the director of Rorschach, decent job again. Mammootty, apart from acting, is also the producer of the movie. Mammootty Company, he starts company with K, has produced this movie. Overall, I watched this movie for Mammootty and because of the genre, my favorite genre. For me, the movie worked in parts and did not work in parts. Not a total satisfying experience. 6 to 6.5 will be my rating on a 10 scale. Okay, 6.5 out of 10 for Rorschach. Thanks for watching my video. If you loved my video, kindly like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll catch up with you all in my next video with yet another movie review. Until then, do take care. Goodbye. Namaste.